Sometimes you don't want to use the result of a function. So you just don't use it, and then you get an error message. How can you solve that? Just discard the result. So here's a rather convoluted example that I'm going to use to describe discardable result. So we have a number that starts off as 0, and this function increments the number and then returns its current value. So usually you'd use it like this. New num is the value which is incremented and returned, so initially it should be 0 plus 1 is 1. And all seems fine, but sometimes you might want to increment it but you're not interested in the current value of number, which will be absolutely fine, apart from result of call inc is unused. And there's one way around this. You could just give it any old name, like any old equals inc, but then you go get another error that says this isn't used, because you're setting up a constant in this case which isn't used by anything. So instead of giving it a name, you can give it underscore. So that's going to be absolutely fine. But this is a little bit messy and unnecessary. So the solution to that would be to make this discardable result, which means you can do an increment and you don't need to do anything with the result, and you won't get any of those annoying warnings which can stop you passing code review. And I'd say even this, if you're not using the variable, could stop you passing a code review. And it doesn't stop, of course, this increment function from happening, because it wouldn't be a lot of point. So you can do final inc, which will give us, well, let's see. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, should be 5 printed out to the console to just make sure we've not broken anything, because all of these should be absolutely equivalent. So yes, 1's printed out here, and this prints out 5 as expected. It's not broken anything, so that's great. So some parts of going through code review are getting rid of those annoying errors. So this is just something you can do to make your functions, well, not give you those errors that are not needed in your code. So I hope that helps you.